Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America with an urgent warning from the Pentagon. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Guys, Pete Hegseth's security is in danger, and it's in danger, according to a spokesman for the Pentagon, because of a Washington Post story that outed Pete Hegseth's security team. That said basically he has too much security. And then you see how people want to attack him, how protesters gather around him, how he is in danger every day, how he does need a security staff. No sooner do you out him than your left-wing lunatics make the case for him that he needs more security. Just yesterday in Washington, D.C., when he and Stephen Miller and J.D. Vance were accosted by a group of radical left-wing nut jobs. And that's what you people have become, nut jobs. Watch the video today of a woman saying she wanted to eliminate, if you understand what I'm saying, those who support MAGA. These are not normal people anymore. Their brains have been broken. And so, yeah, you've put his life in danger, and the Washington Post, you should be sued for it. You got to start making these companies pay for this with their pockets. It's the only way they're ever going to learn. I want you to watch what happened to Hegseth yesterday, and then let me know what you think in the comments.
Mr. President, how did it go?
So Vice President J.D. Vance and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth getting quite the welcoming party as they made their way through Union Station in D.C. to meet with some of the National Guard, working hard to make the city safer.
If you've got the political will to enforce the law, you can make even cities like D.C. safe again. And that's what we're demonstrating. And I hope that the American people take an important lesson from this, because obviously D.C. is a federal city. New York, L.A., these places are not. If you just take control of these cities, you can make them safe places to live in.
And we're seeing that in real time. Let's bring in Fox News contributor Katie Pavlich, who lives there and has lived there for a while. Katie, so far, what have you noticed about the personal impact that you observed?
Well, first of all, I think it's important to point out that Union Station is one of the most beautiful buildings, architectural marvels that we have in the United States. It used to be a place where you could go for lunch, you could shop around, there were lots of businesses there, and it has become such a horrific, dirty, unsafe place. I mean, over the last year, for example, there have been a number of stabbings and shootings in the middle of the day, not to mention at nighttime. Every time you would go to Union Station, you had to be worried about what was happening. Drug addicts doing drugs outside and inside of the station, homeless people walking around. And now it's a very pleasant, clean experience. And last time I was there on Friday, you didn't see people screaming. You didn't see people doing drugs. You saw a number of families visiting their capital, the capital of America, with their families. And so it's been cleaned up thanks to the National Guard. And I think it's important for these protesters to understand that you can scream all you want, but it's the District of Columbia, which means it's a federal district. And the experiment of the city council and the mayor controlling the city and trying to be in charge has completely failed. And the citizens of the city and the district are actually quite happy that there's order being restored, not just at Union Station, but all over the city.
So we didn't even have to wait for the Chinese leader to show up in Washington to clean up